Hello, everyone. Why'd I say? Why'd I say it like that? Hello, everyone. We are in moi kitchen, as you can see. I don't know. I don't know why I decided to do it here, but so I am currently eating dinner. We got some steak that I made myself, some sweet potato, and some vegetables. God, I am so unprepared. but so some life-changing moments, or I guess like some sparks of inspiration happened this week. I recently started this new book which really breaks down the psychology and provides like really good examples. It's almost like Atomic Habits, just not as like not as dragging of a read, and I think it really helped me out. Not psychologically, but it really did help me out. I guess psychologically, it really helped me become more motivated. So I woke up earlier this morning. I did a 2-mile run, but I still stopped on the way just because it was my first time running without eating anything. But still, that's no excuse because I still couldn't do that even if I had food in my stomach. It's great. Yeah, honestly, really made a difference on my schedule. So, and I just watched another video on this guy named Jesse Cannon, and he said that if you don't have anything music related marked on your calendar, then or like your biggest priorities in life should be marked on your calendar. So if you want to, I don't know, if you want to become a professional Twitch streamer, then you'd mark down, okay, like at this time I want to put on some sort of stream, and then if you want to start making the streams better, maybe like, okay, next day at this time I'll try to figure out some other things, and then you'll put down, okay, 7 p.m. that's when I'm going to start the stream. But yeah, it's just something, just like being organized is what I really learned, that okay, if you're organized about when certain time things, setting yourself deadlines, then obviously this is like stuff that everyone's kind of like, you can literally pick up from any like self-help book. But I guess I was just kind of out of the loop for a long time. Yeah, I was just out of the loop, and I was not really motivated. Just like these past 2 videos that I put out, I'll be honest, I wasn't really motivated to finish projects. But it all starts from there. Is if you finish your products, then you could like start doing whatever the hell you want with them. So I literally wrote down on my calendar, okay, you're going to open this project up and you're going to work on it, open this project up and you're going to work on it. And something that I've also learned is that creative workflow, it requires a certain time, or you need to dedicate yourself the amount of time to do it. So say I was really productive, or like my creative juices start flowing at 8 p.m., which is pretty coming close to, and it kind of does during around that time, like 8 p.m., 9 p.m. That's when I start really like getting ideas. That's when you want to start maximizing it. And yeah, like there's not much to it. Like you just got to stay organized, just figure out what works for you, and you just got to stick to it. I'm just really happy today because I had a great day. I had a fantastic day. Okay, let me tell you about my day. Let me tell you about my week so far. I thought I was stuck in the rut for this one story at work, but then I figured out getting this. I started working on a remote. Okay, if you don't want to listen to my work, but you can like literally quit now. But anyways, I don't know. So at work, I thought I was going to be stuck at this one problem, but I figured out how to work around it. So now I can use a remote desktop, and that took forever to set up. So now I have that up and running for tomorrow. All I have to do is talk to my teammates, and then we could replicate the issue onto our server essentially. And once we have it on our server, then like, we are able to see the inner works of the project. So that's pretty cool. And also another thing, Tesla jumped like, let me check. I had so many shares in Tesla, and like I thought I was doomed, but holy balls. Yeah, Tesla for today's return was 18%. What? Money, baby. That's funny. Oh, I'd show you guys like how much I lost a lot of money at one point, and right now I'm just trying to dig out of that hole again and just try to be where I was maybe like a few weeks ago. So that's another thing that happened. And I also I was part of this club called Pass, part in college, and it's like this Filipino club, and they asked me to be their MC, which I'm really, really excited for. That was something that I've always kind of wanted to do, and think that's something that I'd always fit in. But I've always seen more people fit the role better. And this is going to be like a virtual MC or like an online MC, so things are going to be different for this event, just because like it's usually like with any event, it's always usually in person. But this is a special occasion because it's online. But being an MC, like I'm really excited for that. I have somewhat of a practice with talking to a camera. I feel like as long as I'm looking at a camera, I can sort of talk to it. And I just think of it as me talking to myself and me explaining my own issues and like my problems and et cetera, talking about my life. That's like hearing yourself talk, you're able to catch up on like, catch the mistakes that you're doing, or you're able to diagnose any issues that you have in your life. Just hearing yourself talk, like it's a really breathtaking experience if you think about it, because how often do we talk to ourselves? Well, let me rephrase that. How often do we want to talk to ourselves? We always just like think about everything, and then like when things are getting cluttered too much, then you tend to just implode or explode, one of those two words. It kind of gets too out of hand, and then you just kind of like lose control out of everything. It's good to just like let your mind ramble, let your mouth ramble, and even if there's a camera in front of you, and potentially there could be millions and millions of people that watch this video, at least you're able to talk about how you really feel about things. And I think that's what really matters the most, is that you're able to give yourself that give yourself that leeway to just really just get it all out. And I really wanted to say that I had a really great day today, and I'm able to play like video. Like that's one thing I was kind of feeling, was that I wasn't really getting burnt out, but I was kind of getting burnt out. Like I was hitting my goals, my daily goals, but I didn't have any weekly goals. I didn't have any monthly goals. I didn't, like I wasn't following that train. I was just hitting all the daily ones. And those are the quote unquote small battles that you're winning. But, you're going to have like, you're going to have to win the war somehow. So you're going to have like, certain amount of chapters that you complete in this thing called life. Like you're going to have to go through it no matter what. And it's better to be prepared for it than, just to face it head on. See, I don't even know what I said there. Like my mind was just literally rambling, but yeah, like I had a great day. Just play like, I was getting sort of burnt out with just how like all the works. I just felt like I was just doing things. Like every day was just the same. Do this task, do this task, do this task, do this task. And most days out of the whole month, I maybe missed like 4 or 5 days of just not completing the whole my whole reminders list. which is, I keep track of all my reminders of what I need to do each day. I was just kind of doing them. I didn't really have a goal, but now that I've kind of, restructured how I thought things, now I kind of like have a goal that I want to complete each week, each month, or even by the end of the year. Like those are the things that you're going to have to shoot for. And yeah, and did I mention I started playing video games again? Like I wouldn't say video games are bad, but like for me, I'm so time focused. Like I always focus on time. Like I always really break down on how many minutes, how many hours, how many seconds I have to waste in a certain day to, finish whatever task I have to. And I don't know if it's like a certain way of thinking things, but like I always feel like I don't have enough time to do things, and I really just always just go at it and attack like what I need to do as much as possible, and then anything else distracting me was technically a distraction. Like that was something that I tried to avoid, and in doing so, I didn't really talk to a lot of my friends, which were people that usually played games, and it's always good to keep up with your friends. Like it's like I forgot where I read this post, but like I read this post where like the more time you spend with your friends, like the less time you get to work on yourself, and that's true. Like it's obviously true. And like it's something that I'm willing to sacrifice. Like I do put a lot of work in myself, but like I said, I kind of felt burnt out. I wasn't I didn't really know where I was going for past 2 or 3 weeks, and just me visiting my friends and then like just talking about how things are going and stuff like that. Like that makes me happy because they stay like listening to them talk. It like you get to hear them stay motivated, and like that in turn motivates me to do a lot of things. And so yeah. So that's definitely video games isn't a bad thing. No, definitely not. But as long as you're not playing on it alone, or you're doing it as a career, like and yeah, like I would say video game gets a pass in my book. So yeah, just literally I didn't really expect this video to get that long, but I guess my mind was just going off and off because there's just a lot of things. But yeah, I'm gonna finish eating this meal, and then so it's 7:44 right now, and I tend to finish all my task lists. Oh my god, this phone is just so nice compared to. So I have 5 more things to do. I gotta read, do some music, guitar, this YouTube, and a little bit of piano. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. For the people that did join, you're awesome. I'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.